Wow.
Beautiful. Another beautiful ocean sunset.
Yep.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Sailing American Honey.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Mike. And we're hoping that you will follow along with us on this incredible adventure that we're about to undertake.
Yes.
But before we get into the actual sailing of American Honey, we wanted to kind of share with you how we got here. And, you know, it gives me, I don't know, I've reflected back to why the ocean, right? I mean, the ocean is so scary.
It is.
It's mysterious.
Vast.
Yes.
Unending.
And people, you know, from the beginning of man breaching the ocean,
yes,
you know, stories of despair and discovery, I guess, right? And so, you know, we probably have those same feelings because we've had lots of opportunities to interact with the ocean and other bodies of water.
We're water people. I mean,
I would say so.
We've been attracted to the water for my whole life, I know, and for your whole life as well.
It's true, and I think that this whole, it's just so powerful, the ocean,
yes,
right? And you discover that the first time you get smacked to the ground by a wave.
Yeah, as a little kid. You're trying to just sit on the edge of the water and play, and suddenly a wave comes. And
you know, it's kind of fun because I know I have like very early childhood memories of the ocean independent of you, and you do as well.
Right.
And
I grew up, I grew up in West Virginia. Mike grew up in Southern California, so he had a lot more opportunities to be at the beach and be in the ocean than I really did. But my family loved the ocean, and when I was really young, like 3, 4, 5, we lived in South Carolina, so we were near the beach, and we went to Hilton Head, and we went to Edisto Beach, and we went to Myrtle Beach, and I feel like Myrtle Beach, I have just a special place in my heart about Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because it's where I learned how to swim. It's where I learned to surf the waves, not on a surfboard, but, just a boogie board or just body surfing, and learn to collect shark's teeth and sand dollars and shells, and really developed a love of the beach, of the ocean, of the pool, of the seaside life, I guess.
And so I know my early childhood, I think probably the earliest time I remember at the beach was in Marina del Rey. Our parents used to take us there as kids, and then as I grew up older, we explored the beaches of Southern California on our own. And then
I'm sure.
And then as a couple, I think my earliest memory with you as a couple was traveling from San Antonio, Texas, down to Corpus Christi and to Port Aransas, where we ate dinner on the water at a restaurant.
Lemon pepper fish.
Yes.
It was at Tortuga Flats was the name of the restaurant. We were out sitting outside on a kind of a outdoor patio, outdoor deck kind of place associated with the restaurant, just sitting there over the ocean.
And so now we're talking like more than 27 years ago.
Yes.
And so
close to 30 years ago.
Yeah, and so,
unbelievable.
But as a couple, every vacation really has focused or been surrounded by, been next to,
looked for, tried to find
the ocean.
The ocean.
It's always been about the ocean.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you all that are watching, but so many people have this dream of one day just sailing around the world, or taking that cruise vacation for the first time.
Or even just living at the beach, going to the beach. Some people see the ocean only on their computer screens, only on their television, and they dream about seeing this beauty that we are so blessed to be standing before right now.
So from there, I know that with our kids, we've been on cruises. We go to Mexico all the time. Matter of fact, we're in Mexico right now today. This is the beautiful Sea of Cortez sunset.
Rocky Point, Mexico.
And the sun is setting currently over Baja California, northern Baja, probably right near San Felipe area right now, across on Baja, and we've spent an enormous amount of time here
Yes.
with our children as they've grown up.
We consider this Arizona's beach. You know, we live in
Yeah.
Arizona. We live on a lake, Lake Havasu, so we do live on water. And it's simply spectacular there as well, but it's not the ocean.
Yeah.
And Mike knows, I mean, how many times have I said, if I didn't live here in Lake Havasu, which I do love, and I love Arizona, but if I didn't live here, I live at the beach.
Yeah, and you know, and we've spent obviously lots of time on the lake. We had a boat for over 23 years, living in Lake Havasu and getting on the water as much as we can. But this is always like our calming place. This is, you know, where we've come to unwind and just decompress all the pressures of life.
Recover from, you know, elections, recover from politics, recover from bad things that happen in your job or in your life. But also to celebrate the good things as well. Celebrate New Year's Eve, celebrate Thanksgiving. Remember we came down for Thanksgiving?
We brought a turkey with us, and somehow there were no customs back then.
They let us bring it. We had a couple of exchange students that were with us from other countries, one from Taiwan, one from Slovakia, and they had never experienced, let alone Thanksgiving, an American Thanksgiving, but a Thanksgiving at a beautiful beach like this. And you know, we've celebrated birthdays here. I remember one year you brought me down just for one night for my birthday because I said, what did I say?
You said I wanted to wake up at the beach on my birthday, and so we did it. And it was a 1-day turnaround, 2-day turnaround, came down, returned. And so our life, our married life, and our life together has really been really surrounded by the ocean. And only recently have we really kind of said, okay, now we love the ocean, we love the freedom,
we love
adventure, and so how can we take that one step further? And so this story of Sailing American Honey, we're going to be able to share with you from our first thoughts of, should we get a boat, and how do you buy a boat? And then where do you buy a boat?
Are we really doing this?
Are we really doing it? And we were fortunate because we had a business investment that we cashed in on this last year, and we were able to take that money and apply it to
a new business venture.
And a new adventure. And so we are fortunate because of that. But we're going to be able to take you in this series of sharing this adventure with you. We are going to show you some of our time on the water, but then we're going to get into the specifics, like how do we prepare to be owners?
And do we know if we really are prepared?
We're not, and we're not prepared yet. We know as physicians, because we're both physicians, that really learning is a lifelong process, and you can't know everything about sailing a boat. You can't
until you do it. And even when you do it, you don't know everything.
And even when we thought we were going to experience absolute calm on the water, we've had absolute craziness on the water.
Storms, waves.
That's right.
Broken equipment that goes out because of lightning.
Yes.
Inexperienced crew, all those things already we've done just as we've been learning.
That's right.
We're going to talk about the learning experience because we were not sailors, we're water people. We love the ocean, we love the water.
Have you been on sailboats?
Yes, many times, but just usually
with cocktails.
Right, tourists, where we're having great food and great company and great fun, and we look forward to a lot of that as well as the adventure and the work of sailing a catamaran. And
so we're gonna share with you our experience of learning to sail for the first time.
Yes.
On a 42-foot Bally catamaran, a 4.2. We're gonna share with you another sailing adventure where we were learning from a different school of sailing a Fontaine Peugeot 43-foot-ish sailing catamaran in Mexico. So we went from the Florida Keys to southern Baja, and
Not in one trip.
No, not in one
Two
trip.
separate trips.
And
we're getting ready for a big adventure with our
and
kids.
we're getting ready, and we'll share that adventure with you as well. And so we've shared all these adventures with our kids, and they're
Yes.
adults.
Yeah, yes.
And they're all starting their own lives. Our oldest
Right.
son, Nick, has a family already, a young daughter that's 3. Our youngest son just got engaged
Yes.
this last week. And so
Our daughter Katie has been just super, just focused
she's
on
the
this
seasick
adventure.
one,
Yes,
and she's willing to
she's.
put it out there.
Yeah, she
and
can't wait to get on the boat
That's right.
and see how she can get rid of that seasickness and feel better and enjoy this great adventure that we are going to enjoy together as a family. Not just our kids, our parents are planning to come on some of these adventures as well.
And ultimately, American Honey is the name of our boat, and I don't know how well at this distance you can see
The logo.
This is the bow art for our boat, and you'll be able to see that as well. Our boat will be out for charter. And you can charter our boat in the Bahamas, and if you reach out to us, we'll be able to share with you how you could do that. And our goal from this is really to just share this exciting time with you. It's different than the rest of our lives as far as what we've done
So far.
we like to believe that the other parts of our lives have so much control. We could control the outcomes. We could control how we function within it. And now we're going into a space that has a lot of uncontrollable
That's
aspects to it that we've already experienced, whether it be sudden weather change, equipment failure,
That's
and
Sick crewmates. Yeah.
right, so American Honey is a 44-foot sailing catamaran made by Bally in France, and it is a beautiful boat. And when we share it with you, you'll be shocked at how gorgeous this thing is.
And we're also going to be sharing with you our adventures in learning how to share this adventure with you, from
Right.
the
This is
cameras and the sound.
Have you been in front of a camera before? Yes.
Yes, but not this camera.
We've done lots of videos
That's right.
over the years, and where we've had our own vlog, I guess, that we did for a long time, and we still do that separate from this, but this is different, and so we're learning how to do some video editing, and I'm sure we'll get some criticism, so
Give us some constructive criticism. Help us do better.
And so, yes, this is probably a distant shot, but we wanted to share the sunset with you tonight, and because it was gorgeous.
I mean, the sky is lighting up around us. I got to take my glasses off to be able to just see this
beautiful.
beauty.
So come back, share our channels on Rumble and YouTube with your friends, and say, wow, what are the crazy words up to now? we are going to have an incredible adventure. We're going to share with you the high points, the low points, and everything in between.
That's right.
Because we love living life, and we're going to live life to the fullest while we can.
Yep. Every minute. Every minute.
Come back. We'll see you next time. In our next video series, we're going to be sharing with you how to buy a boat. Like, what do you do? What's the process? What's the process we went? And then following that, we're going to show you some adventures in learning. And those adventures in learning, as I said, they're never going to end.
That's right.
But we like to think that when we finally get on a boat without an instructor, which is coming soon, without another captain, where we're the
crew,
skippers,
the skipper,
co-skippers, and that you could see the growth that we've had figuring it out.
And you might be willing to take a leap into something that you've always wanted to do for your entire life.
Right. Just charter American Honey with a captain in the Bahamas, and you can experience our boat in the most beautiful scenery around.
Yep.
Sound good?
All right.
We'll see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in.